Hello, my friend from the other countries, from the other side of the world, and from the overseas, and everybody from Brazil that is watching here. Just to make a joke about my bad English, that's okay. The objective here is to learn and make my English better by exercising it, by talking in English. So let's go. Do your like on this video, subscribe, activate notifications, and let's go, let's speak English. Well, so I created this channel with the objective for myself to learn to speak English in a better way, okay? For you who is watching me, what I have to offer is the chance to know more about the Brazilian culture, the day-by-day activities, and something like that. I think it's something that is curious about our Brazilians, is that we have our own way of living, and for people outside Brazil that may sound a little strange, I don't know. That's why I chose to make this channel. I know that my English from now is not very good, but I think you can understand me, right? So if you can understand me, my objective is done. That is to communicate with people from the other side of the world, from the overseas. At a bigger picture, I can say that this channel will be used as a way for personal marketing, let's say, okay? I want people to know that I can speak English. Why I want that? Because I'm seeking for remote programming job opportunities where I can develop a software from my house, from the beach, from a hotel, from a car. I don't want to be in the office every day, every morning, taking heavy traffic to get there, having to stay there for long hours. That is not what I want for my life. I want it to be more free, more, let's say, I wanna work, okay, I have a work to do. I will do that work, I will finish it, I will deliver it for my customer, and I will get paid. That's all I want. I don't want to have the fake established. I don't want to have the same payment every month. That is not what I want for my life. I just want to make a job for a time, work on a project. That is the perfect job for me. I have a project which has an objective, a date to be done, and a value for me to receive. That is what I want now, okay? Nowadays I'm working as a writer of art. I'm writing for marketing digital, and I'm doing some projects on IT business. That's for myself. I bought an old school car, which is a Volkswagen Brasilia. It's a car like, if you are American, a Washington DC car. A car with the name of the capital of your country. Think about that. If you are an Englishman, it's like a London car. And this car, as I researched, it was a car that was produced here in Brazil. Was a local project. It's based on the architecture from the old Volkswagen Beetle, which is a very worldwide classic car. And why I bought that car? Because it's cheaper than a Beetle. Here in Brazil is on the fashion to have a Beetle nowadays, so it's very expensive. But for the half price I could buy my Brasilia, which is a car with more internal space. I'm a 2-meter tall man. It's very high, especially for the Brazilian standards. So on the Brasilia car I have more space than I would have on a Beetle. And I'm learning mechanicals, okay? So what I did with this car, I did a completely customized outside of the car. It's based on the concept of the red look, which means recycled automotive transport. And why I did that? Because I don't want to spend money. I don't have money to spend. So if you park this car at somebody that will do a great job on it and make it like a brand new car, he will I would spend about 5,000 reais, and I don't have that. I paid 3,000 reais for the car, for the entire car. So with 500 reais, which is our currency, I did a painting in it, did some customizations, did a customized seat belt for the driver, for the passengers, and why I'm programming something for such an old car. This car is about 14 years old. It's older than me. I have only 13 years, 1 year. So what I am doing now, I'm learning to program Android, okay, the open source Google operating system. I have a large experience programming enterprise Java applications, 10 years of experience. I'm a senior Java developer, full stack developer, experience in web development, and so on. But I had so few opportunities to work with applications. And once I had a tablet that was stopped in my house, and I had the car, I think, why not to put this tablet as the speedometer of the car? And on this speedometer, I measure the speed by GPS tracker, okay? That's the speed that it's very, very accurate. When I pass on the radar, the speed cam, when I pass on a speed cam, the speed that speed cam says that I am at is the exactly speed that it's showing for me on the application. So that's very good, because when you are driving your car looking at the standard speedometer, it always shows more speed than the actually speed that you are at that moment. For instance, if you are 14 kilometers per hour, it will show you are at 35 kilometers per hour. So your hour is always is lower than what you could be doing at that time, okay? So I did this application, it's ready, it's working, it's very good, and I'm using it to learn to programming for Android application. It's Kito simple, did not have any difficulty on it, because it's barely Java programming. For the back end and for the front end, it's only XML that defines the screen components. So it was pretty easy to do, and now I'm evaluating this application, okay, and for learning purpose, and that's all. So I started this channel to talk more about my life here in Brazil. Now I'm on the laundry run, putting some clothes to get on dry, let's say that. I don't know how to say dry. It's dry. I'll make these clothes were wet, and now they are getting dry by the power of the sun. That's my objective here. It's a laundry room. I don't know if it's the right word, but it's a place on the house. Brazil, every house has a place like this where you wash your clothes and put them to get dry by the power of the sun. Another of my ideas is to build I don't know how to say that in English, but that thing on your bedroom that you use to store your clothes, right? I will make one here with my wife, where we will have some solution that can make our clothes. We will just get the clothes from here and take them into this thing that we gonna build. I don't know the word to say that. I will search on Google later, and the clothes will get ready to use. You don't have to use I don't know how to say that in English too, but you don't have to your clothes, so they get more usable for you, okay? I will show all those things and much more at this channel. So I ask you to leave your like here above, subscribe and activate notifications, and come with me. Log a little from my English now that it's bad, because in the future nobody will laugh on my English anymore, because it will be very good. Let's study it and let's go, my friends.